Meet Fred, a dedicated application owner at Euroclear. Fred has just finished designing a new application that promises to deliver critical features to the Euroclear business. The deadlines are tight, and Fred knows he needs to build multiple environments to transform his application from a design into a fully running service in production. Fred's journey begins with a series of ServiceNow demands. He needs a variety of infrastructure resources, virtual machines, storage, DNS, load balancers, firewall configurations, proxies, service identities, and many others. Each of these resources is managed by different teams within Euroclear. Fred's days are filled with endless emails and calls, trying to ensure everyone is on track. He must coordinate with dozens of teams, each responsible for a specific piece of the puzzle. The complexity is overwhelming, and the process is slow and frustrating. Meanwhile, the product owner struggles to understand the delays, challenges, and costs. He needs solutions faster and more efficiently. After multiple months of hard work and struggle, Fred and his team successfully launched the application. It was a moment of triumph, a testament to their dedication and perseverance. However, soon after the launch, Fred was informed that his new application has been prioritized to move to the new data center infrastructure. Just as Fred was feeling overwhelmed by the thought of repeating the entire process, he had a conversation with Thierry, the integration tribe leader at Euroclear. Thierry could see the frustration on Fred's face and decided to share a game-changing solution. Enter our infrastructure as Code Vision. With IAC, we can define and manage our infrastructure using code. This means we can create infrastructure resources like containers, storage, DNS, load balancers, network configurations by writing them as code that is stored in version control systems and deployed through CI/CD pipelines, just like application code. IAC allows to streamline the provisioning of infrastructure, reduce manual errors, and ensure consistency across all environments, test, UAT, and production. Imagine defining your infrastructure resources like hosting capabilities, storage, DNS, load balancers, firewalls as code. You write this code, run it to provision the infrastructure, and then you can update and repeat to iterate, just like you do with software development. Here's how it works. You write the code, and when you run it, the infrastructure is automatically provisioned. If you need to make changes, you update the code and run it again. This ensures consistency and repeatability. Using our reference architecture, which defines our standard solutions patterns such as web applications, back-end services, REST APIs, and so on. Infrastructure teams define reusable infrastructure modules as code. These modules are the building blocks that are published to be used to define applications' infrastructure. They encapsulate our infrastructure standards and implement our security requirements. Our DevOps experts use these modules to create reference implementations represented by parameterizable templates to fit specific needs of each application. Finally, developers integrate these templates into their application code. Leveraging IAC, applications' infrastructure definition and provisioning can be shifted left to developers so they can work in faster iteration with less bottlenecks. Fred is amazed at how this approach could simplify his work and eliminate many of the challenges he had faced. How this approach will make him and his team more efficient and much happier. The infrastructure teams experience less stress as they no longer have to deal with repetitive tasks and manual errors. The business gets solutions faster and at a lower cost. Security is embedded in the solution, giving Euroclear a better predictability and confidence in the IT delivery.